Good morning, BC. How you doing? Happy Sunday, all that. I noticed a lot of you cats start out your shows with some pretty fancy graphics and special effects and stuff like that, so I figured I would do the same. Um, so here it is. That's right, Lord Doompaul, episode 11. Today we are going to be exploring punk fucking rock. That's right. Let me be the first to say I don't know a ton about punk rock. I listened to nothing but punk rock in the early '90s, late '80s, but I am still by no means an expert in it. I liked what I liked, and most of that was the Repo Man soundtrack. So, yeah. So, I'm going to go over my meager punk, three of my meager punk collections, and see what you have to say about them. Some of this might actually not even be punk rock. I don't know the politics of it, and I know there are a lot of politics of punk rock. So, aside from that, let me start it off. Circle Jerks, Wild in the Streets, their sophomore effort. It's got a little hole in it, which I think is kind of fucking punk rock. I should stick a safety pin through it. I went to a Catholic high school, and we used to sit and poke safety pins through pretty much everything. I drove the nuns pretty much crazy, which was kind of funny, and as punk as fuck. Anyway, and I forgot this. Special effect time. Be warned. That's right. Yes. High tech here in Lord Doompaul's manor. Oh, sweet glare. As far as this goes, I've been reading a lot of reviews on it, and a lot of people don't like this record. They were like, well, it's nothing compared to their first release. And, you're going to find a lot of that in the 80s, and I happen to like this, and I think it's wildly apropos that there's a song about reviewing this record on this record, and they pretty much say don't do it, so I'm going to do it anyway because that's punk of me. Oh, the circle of punk. I think this is a fantastic record. I really do. Wild in the Streets. It's a cover, but it's fantastic. And also put a little love in your heart. Another cover. Just great. Keith Morris is just fantastic. I understand he has a lot of politics and a lot of nonsense that comes along with him. But I also hear a lot of great things. But I hear he'll stop shows if things are getting too rowdy and things like that, which I don't care about. I don't. I'm 47. The chance of me getting in a pit again are slim to none. I usually avoid that. But boy, in the day when I saw these guys in the late 80s, early 90s, when I used to live in Rhode Island with Worm and John and Scott and all that, it was fantastic. I just remember bar stools were flying and stuff like that in the living room. It was pretty fantastic. Anyway, Circle Jerks, Wild in the Streets. Definitely punk. Definitely has a Southern California sound. I don't know why, but when you listen to this, you absolutely can tell it's from Southern California. So I'm showing the actual record because somebody mentioned I don't do that, and now I will because of suggestions. Following suggestions is very punk rock. Okay, so the second record that we're going to go on to today, I just picked up Doom. Fuck Peaceville. This is a record when the band Doom got their feelings hurt by getting sold to from Peaceville Records to a major record company. Oh, and wait, I forgot got my graphics again. Here we go. Record number 2. Yes, this one goes out to Alice. She'll know why. So, yeah, it's pretty much a re-recording of re-recording of one of their earlier records, but it's just fantastic. I didn't know anything about Doom. They're sort of crust punk, and they definitely have a lot of feelings about things. But their songs are magnificently short, and it's just sort of a wall of sound, and I really, really dig it. I wasn't expecting to like this as much as I did, and I absolutely do. But there's some, the song lyrics are, animals tortured in pointless tests, torturing nature's defenseless creatures. That's it. So just every song seems to be a quick statement, and move on from there. But anyway, it's almost like a combination of death metal and punk together. So I don't know exactly what genre this falls into, but I do know I enjoyed it. It's a double record set. It's I know it's not the fancy version. I know the fancy version. The fancy version had the gold Peaceville symbol. So this is the white one. So whatever. That I don't care about at all. But I do enjoy this record quite a bit. So if anybody out there knows much about Doom and can point me in the right direction, that would be fantastic. Because I would like to learn more about this band because I really enjoy it. All right, the final record I'm going to go over today. Final space age graphic for the day. Record number 3. The Easter Monkeys. Okay? Splendor of Sorrow. This, my friends, is something special. Now, this is not technically punk rock, but it's very punky, and it's on Hit and Run Records, and it's from the 90s, 89. 89. Kind of surprised about that. I'm gonna learn this camera one of these days. Probably not. This is an amazing combination of the Pixies, the Velvet Underground, and Iggy Pop. Got this in South Carolina. It's one of the final records I haven't showed from South Carolina, and Metal Theologian turned me on to them. There, he was like, "No, put this in your pile," and I did. And I listened to the first couple of songs a couple of times. Oh, this is in there too. I did not even know that. Yeah, it's pretty fancy. I like that, the monkey on the cross. The first couple times I listened to it, I think I got through the first song, which is something about pills. It's hard to read. Anyway. Yeah, I can't read nothing on this thing. I'm old. Oh, Take Another Pill, which kind of grew on me, and I thought was pretty good. And then I kept on listening, and there's songs about wearing clean underwear and things like that. And it's really, it has a Pixies sort of song structure, where it's a little bit wacky, but it's not jokey. which I find completely refreshing, because people don't know how far to take funny, and these guys do. It's kind of a whimsical thought, and then they go from there, but they don't push it over the edge into comedy, which can be annoying. Like, that kind of drives me crazy about Frank Zappa. Um, and I know that's going to step on a lot of people's toes, but it's got sort of like Iggy Pop, like angry vocals, and sort of Velvet Undergroundy, like just wall of sound guitars. So if you ever see this, I know it was sort of a local Cleveland band. Um, Check them out. It's the Easter Monkeys. I think this is the only thing that they ever officially put out. Really, really dig it. So definitely, Easter Monkeys. Totally, totally worth it. Like I said, probably not really punk rock, but it was either that or, I don't know, another prog record. So, so that's my punk rock show for you. I don't know how punk it was. It was probably more rock, but whatever. Punk rock. So, thank you. Bye.